Daft Parks, he says, could you comment on Nas congratulating K-Dot on a story today? Okay, all right, we can talk about that. Everybody know Nasir Jones. I love Nas. Nas is the greatest. Nas has commented and he said, congratulations to my brother, Kendrick Lamar. Can't wait to watch the party die. This is dope. This is dope. So, number one, if we go down the list of greatest MCs, Kendrick's gonna be on that list. Don't make whatever you think I'm critique or whatever of Kendrick mean that I don't believe that. Kendrick is on the short list. Kendrick is a top 5 MC. Okay? Now, I've given you my list before of what I personally believe. I believe we have greatest MCs, and that to me is more about the technical skills of rapping, not necessarily song making. I have greatest rappers, and then I have greatest artists. I have 3 lists. I showed you guys on the screen. If you guys watch the stream a lot, you know I have 3 lists. Kendrick is up there in my greatest MCs list, and Nas as well. Have to be, right? The reason why I think this is significant and I think it's dope because I think that Nas is always a culture shifter and always a disruptor. What I would believe there's some synergy here other than maybe him just acknowledging some of the artistry and from an artistic perspective, the greatness of Kendrick there. I have to imagine that Nas is seeing that the subject matter with Kendrick's newest song seems to almost echo a little bit of what he was saying in 2008 when he said hip hop is dead. Right? I think this is embodying that energy. And I was going to say even thank you for the person who donated, who brought this to my attention. I was going to say I think Kendrick is kind of going down that route, not necessarily using that message that hip hop is dead, but basically, even with Can't Watch a Party Die, or basically just saying that some of the things, and I think, again, I don't think this is an anti-Drake thing. I think he's going to try to make a bigger point of this to say Drake represented a good part that was wrong with hip hop, but there's other parts that he feels is wrong with hip hop. And that's kind of the same mantra that Nas went down. I was going to say, though, Nas didn't succeed necessarily in that plight with, because people also felt like he was criticizing the sound of the newer artists. Like, for example, I see someone sent a donation earlier. They said, Kendrick is here to kill drill rap. If you think Kendrick Lamar could kill drill rap, you have not seen this hip hop shit long enough. It's impossible. It's impossible. Usually, the progression of music and culture goes that way. We've never seen somebody just stop something. Even when Jay-Z himself said death of autotune, maybe it slowed down that, or not slowed down, but it kind of changed a bit how people use autotune, because at that point it was all about this like super auto-tuney way that, that everybody was making songs. Auto-tune is still used today. And it's used by rappers, anybody who's making melody, auto-tune is used. So auto-tune didn't get killed. And when Nas said hip-hop was dead, notoriously, do you remember the Jeezy Crash Out interview? Where there was an interviewer trying to ask Jeezy about the statements of hip hop being dead, and Jeezy was just like, "Well, if he said it's dead, what the fuck am I doing?" Here we go.
Just not one concept. You understand what I'm saying?
But who said it was?
You got Nas coming back saying hip hop is dead. Who is he to say hip hop is dead?
Somebody that's been here for a very long time.
We don't have to respect because he coming back saying hip hop is dead. I mean, so I might as well make a comment like Lil Wayne then.
No,
you're not gonna tell me I ain't doing hip hop.
No, because you get
okay, I'll tell you what then. Okay, I'll tell you what. You look at them first week numbers and we'll talk about it.
That has nothing to do with that. See, that's what I'm saying. That's killing it right there.
I ain't killing it. What you saying? He not. I'm gonna respect his craft. He not gonna respect mine.
No, that's not what I said.
Did I say?
Did I say that?
Okay then.
Did I say that?
Okay then. So Nas ain't did nothing he talking about. So what you saying?
Did I say that?
But has Nas did anything he talking about?
No, I'm asking you what I said.
Nas been on the block.
Did I say that?
And Nas bust his guns.
Is any of Nas homies in the feds?
That's what hip hop is.
Okay then.
All about that
low
that's all I'm saying.
Not listening.
Real quick. As you can see,
not listening.
Nas.
No, you said you're not respecting my craft.
I never said I disrespected your craft. You see what I'm saying?
That's what you saying.
No, that wasn't what I said, and we can go to the rewind.
Because you said
ain't nobody asking you to agree with me.
I'm saying hip hop is alive.
Ain't nobody asking you to agree with me.
If Nas say hip hop is dead, I say hip hop is alive. Tell him to get at me.
It's dead. It's dead.
It's
dead.
It's healthy conversation.
Philly, holla at me.
It's dead.
If Nas say hip hop is dead, I said it's alive.
But you know
Tell him
Nas not in the room right now.
12-6.
It's dead. It's dead. I said it right there. It's dead.
Easy. God bless, bro. Snowman.
Peace.
All right. Oh, damn.
It's a new movement.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
you can't say that. This is the new millennium.
I can say that.
This is for kids.
I can say that. I can say that. Honestly.
See, we about to have some
honestly, I can say that the concept of hip hop is dead. For the simple reason, I can say that.
I cannot say that or respect.
A part of what Kendrick is rapping about is kind of mirroring like, the culture and the, I guess when we say culture, music is included. It's in a space that is just, watered down and needs to, as he says, needs to be blown up. I've never seen that work. We just have to be honest. So it sounds good, right? Like, it sounds good. But if you think Kendrick could stop beefs and wars and rap battles, or not rap battles, but drill rap and street rap and, I talked about one thing. He talked about propaganda. Propaganda is going to be at an all-time high when you artists don't open your fucking mouth. Also, here's the thing, too. I've always said songs like this fall flat because they talk a good game, but then the artists that y'all claim have the power to change it, they disappear. Again, I think, especially after the pop out, Kendrick has yet rare opportunity to put on a whole sound onto a new generation. That West Coast sound hasn't been mainstream in a really long time. An authentic West Coast sound. If Kendrick does an album and features a bunch of West Coast artists, gives them features, helps bring them on the platform that he has all the Infinity Stones right now. He could make anything work. He dropped like some mid-song, and the song is like everybody's like, oh my God, let's break it up. He could single-handedly put that sound back on the mainstream map. But you're going to have to put some work in. You got to do collabs. You got to pop out with niggas. You got to really pop out and show niggas. You can't just go ghost and pop up at the Super Bowl. No. So, again, he has some power in to make some of the changes. But usually what we see with these things are only to sell an album. There's no real movement behind it, right? Like, he don't give a fuck that much to be like, okay, I'm about to change shit up.
Well, we can agree to disagree, but I'll explain to you.
Where you from, London?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not going to get into that.
They got better taste than
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. What does that mean? Honestly, what does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm just saying, you got a whole nother respect for hip hop. You grew up on a whole different type of hip hop.
But the reason why.
Who you grew up listening to?
Let me explain to you why I can say I respect you enough to explain to you why I made my comment. All right.
You know that's Moni Love though, right? I was
I know that.
All right, just make a show.
All right. The reason why I say hip hop is dead. Okay. And nothing more than that. Is because the original concept of hip hop is all different forms. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just talking about one area of hip hop in as far as struggles, street hustling, and coming up, which is a respected factor. You understand?
But hip hop is a way of life.
Wait a minute now.
Absolutely. And I've been living it for 36 years, brother. Trust me, I know. Right now, in this day and age, it seems to be. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that's not what I said, brother.
Okay, that's
what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you, yes, it is. Because right now. Well, first of all, let me finish explaining to you.
I'm listening.
If there was more than one area of hip hop being given light, getting light, shining, and all the rest of it, then hip hop would not be dead. Hip hop is not one. Is just not. I can say that the concept of hip hop is dead. For the simple reason, I can say that, and I'll explain.
I cannot say that or respect that.
Well, we can agree to disagree, but I'll explain to you.
Where you from? London?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not going to get into that.
They got better taste than
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. What does that mean? Honestly, what does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm just saying, you got a whole nother respect for hip hop. You grew up on a whole different type of hip hop.
But the reason why.
Okay, who you grew up listening to?
Let me explain to you why I can say I respect you enough to explain to you why I made my comment. All right?
You know that's Moni Love though, right? I was
yeah,
just
I know that.
All right, just make a show.
All right. The reason why I say hip hop is dead.
Yeah, do y'all remember this time?
Okay.
Okay. And nothing more than that.
Okay.
Is because the original concept of hip hop is all different forms. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not just talking about one area of hip hop in as far as struggles, street hustling, and coming up, which is a respected factor. You understand?
Hey, that's what you're saying.
No, that wasn't what I said. And we can go to the rewind.
Because you said
ain't nobody asking you to agree with me. Right now, in this day and age, it seems to be. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that's not what I said, brother.
Okay, that's
what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you, yes, it is. Because right now, well, first of all, let me finish explaining to you.
I'm listening.
If there was more than one area of hip hop being given light, getting light, shining, and all the rest of it, then hip hop would not be dead. Hip hop is not one. It's just not made my comment. All right.
You know that's Moni Love though, right? I was
Okay. I think they're playing it back in loop. Yeah, and if you look at this whole Kendrick Lamar watch the party die, by the way, it's starting to be ingested into the it's ingested already into the system. There's just no release date on it, at least from what I see. But what I don't know if it's Universal or whoever he's partners with, they're currently tracking and actually monetizing. They're monetizing this track already for Kendrick. He just hasn't dropped it officially. Anyway, if you look at the lyrics, it definitely does seem like he's kind of piggybacking, or not piggybacking, but using that type of mantra, right? Let's read the lyrics. It's time to watch the party die. This shit done got too wicked to apologize. It's different. Get him whacked and disqualified. We even kill the killers because they taking innocent lives. Burn the whole village. We start over. It's really that time. Again, he's basically saying that this culture is full of toxic shit. Why reason with these niggas if they can't see a future first? Why argue with these clowns if the circus is well at work? Just walk that man down. That'll do everyone a solid. It's love, but it's tough love sometimes gotta result in violence. It almost like Kendrick is saying, whatever is deemed bad for the culture, which by the way, we should already know, this is how Kendrick views it, right? Like I know infamously he says, on Euphoria, I want the culture feeling, but I don't know if the culture, because some of what he's talking about got a lot of rappers that he stood right next to. If we're saying we kill the killers because they're taking innocent lives, burn a village, blah, blah, he's almost kind of talking about all of this destructive rap, street rappers, street niggas. Well, gang culture is kind of like really at the core of what's going on in LA. So pretty much we should get rid of them niggas. Should get rid of all them street rapper niggas, right? But he ain't saying that, right? So it's kind of like he's talking in like a idealistic world. If you parade in gluttony without giving truth to the youth, the graveyard is company. You know when I'll think Kendrick is brave? When he takes aim at somebody else other than who he just took aim at. Because everything he's saying goes to apply to a lot of people, right? If you parade in gluttony, most of the culture is talking about, and gluttony could be obviously insatiable appetite for whatever, drugs, fornication. Like, what does Future do? Future is telling you, fuck bitches, take drugs. He ain't giving no truth to the youth. Are you going to get at him? No, you're not. The graveyard's company just tells us what's the casket to choose. They party more than bitches. Tell me, what are you working for? They glorify scamming. You get chipped over this credit card. Influencers talk down because I'm not with the basic shit. But they don't hate me. They hate me, the man that I represent. The type of man I never dick ride because I want a favor. The man that resides in patience, so where the soldiers at. It's almost like, this is like a rallying cry trying to figure out. This is like a half-step approach to what Nas did, if you ask me. Nas clearly said hip-hop is dead. He didn't need, oh, okay, I'm feeling the energy of the people that this is a moment I could make this declaration. Feels like Kendrick is saying, yo, y'all seen what I did to Drake, but what I did to Drake is it's symbolic of me attacking what I think is wrong with the culture. So who down with me to ride? That's a sentiment I get. So the ones that lost it all and learned to learn from that, a thirst for life, head inside the book because he's concerned with that. Information that'll change his life because he yearns from that. Dedication, find out what's right because he could earn from that. I feel bad for the women that deal with the clown and the nerd shit. Can't blame them. Today, they ain't got much to work with. It's like almost he's also giving an excuse to all the whole shit going on, the sexy reds and all that shit. How many bitches harder than a lot of you niggas would trade all y'all for Nip? I can't be proud of you niggas. That's interesting. It's interesting. I'll let that go. God, give me life. Dear God, okay. Give me peace. Dear God, please keep these lame niggas away from me. Dear God, keep me shining. The fuck do they really think? Pocket watch, you must be the police. God, bless these words. God, bless how I think. God, draw the line because they confuse them with me. Please, God, you know how hard I tried. It's time for me to watch the party die. Go and get him. We gonna watch the party die. Send him home. We're gonna watch the party die. I think it's time to watch the party die. Street niggas and corporate guys. The rappers that report the lies. I need their families mortified. What's street? If this is not the epitome of sneak dissing, what is? I know you might be like, oh no, he's talking in generalities, but like, just like how you say you walk somebody down, you made an example. You gotta make an example out of the rest of these niggas. I need their families mortified. We could do life without them. Get their bodies organized. Tell me if you oblige. One thing I'll say about Kendrick, he's like a fake militant. I personally believe. It's fake militant. You know? If I listen to his music before he even got into it with Drake, he's the guy who would be a Black Panther that during the time when that summer where it was so many police brutality cases going viral, he would be the guy to be marching and surrounding the precinct and be almost, this is how his music sounds. Like he'd be down to put his life on the line to go to war with the police for what he believed in, which was that they were oppressing or they were, unfairly targeting the Black community. But in reality, this is a whole bunch of words, man. Like, as much as he's like, he definitely gives some substance in terms of knowledge, but we don't see no action from this nigga in terms of any of this militant shit. We do not see. None of this militant shit we see from this nigga. That's my only thing, right? It's like the nigga it's like Donald Trump in a sense, where Donald Trump is like, yo, it's time to take this country back. And you know what niggas do? All right, yeah, that nigga right. Let's go to the Capitol. Like, niggas say, all right, we're going to the Capitol then. And then Donald Trump is like, I ain't telling him to do that. He not down there. Matter of fact, when you listen to Donald Trump's speech, he says he's going there with them. Yo, I'm going to be there with y'all. That nigga wasn't there. That's Kendrick. Kendrick is talking mad militant. I need their families mortified. We could do life without them. It's like he's almost saying, yo, we got to take these guys out. No more pillow talking. Jumpstart neighborhood wars. Dirty macking bitches because your spirit is insecure. The flashy nigga with the nasty decisions using money as a backbone. I want his head cracked before he's back home. Yo, Kendrick, bro. This is like that scene in Training Day where Alonzo pulls up to the hood and he tells him to shoot the white boy, and they look at him and be like, nah, bro, you gonna have to handle this one yourself. We gonna have to see you crack a nigga head first, Kendrick. I don't know what Kendrick is talking about here. Kendrick talking all this militant shit, but niggas, he finna do some militant shit? You know who be saying this sometimes too? But at least he has a 360 view of what he's saying. Kendrick sounds like Charleston White, except Charleston White be keeping it in the beam. Charleston White say, like, I heard him talk about the Saya Massey thing. Charleston White, Saya. And he was just like, right here, I think this is it.
The black lady Shonda Macy.
Yeah. Like, he basically saying, like, this is how Kendrick is rapping. Yo, we need to go to war. Charleston White says the same thing here. Yo, why are we not going to war when they're just killing us? And then at least he'll stop by saying, since I know, because he gives a personal story, he says, we went out, because he caught a case back in the day, it was a murder, for a white person. He said, damn, I thought the whole culture was with us. That's when I realized I don't give a fuck about this. Listen.
Why ain't nobody been hurt behind that? Why we ain't got no like the 9/11 that'll drive a car into that police officer mama house and boom!
Real life.
Stabbed in jail by a Mexican. A lot of other snitches are people like that. When they go to jail, it's always a Mexican that do it. It's never a black man. Like, why is it that we don't stand on like that type of shit? Like,
we can't fathom hurting a white man. When we lay down and close our eyes, when we lay down and close our eyes, we cannot see ourselves causing hurt to a white or a Mexican. We can't see it, homie. For whatever reason, we're psychologically programmed to be afraid of hurting a white person and a Mexican. You never hear about Mexicans and blacks having a ride, no man. So, homie, the music and the culture came along and propagated a mindset to hurt your own, shoot holes in your own boat. Yeah. So it's the culture. So until we attack and demolish and shame the culture, we supposed to be shamed for hurting niggas. Right. And we praise it. So until they don't know how to hurt white people no more. Not that we advocate it, but an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. So with that being said, the black lady Shonda Macy. Yeah. Why ain't nobody been hurt behind that? Why we ain't got no terror?
This is how Kendrick rap. I'm burning, chain snatching, tattoos. It's time to decapitate them, mortify their family, knock their head off before they, like, this is how the niggas talking. I want his head crack. Yo, I know y'all gonna say it, like, this is the thing I don't like about Kendrick fans. Like, they be like, he full of substance till you actually break down the lyrics and be like, well, the nigga say he's the biggest hater. That's just him saying, that's just like, yeah, he don't really mean that. I thought he's full of substance. Okay, Kendrick says he want niggas to be on some militarized shit. This is what he's saying the whole time. We want to kill the killers. Okay. We want to burn the village. Okay. We want get him whacked and disqualified. Okay. I just walked that man down. Okay. Yeah, like, this is how he's talking. Like, he's not talking like, come on, man, he's talking like on some Malcolm X shit. Except I don't know if he's really peeping out the window with the shotgun in his hand.
Like the 9/11 terror that'll drive a car into that police officer mama house and boom! You know what I'm saying? Why we ain't got nobody like that? Everybody else do. The Mexican cartel got somebody that'll come crash out, homie. Even white people. They got some white boys that they can program to come kill 10 black people in the church. They got some crash dummies, homie.
Yeah, I agree with this. Kendrick Lamar music is trying to rile up some crash dummies because Kendrick ain't doing none of this shit. I want his head cracked before he's home. Kendrick, stop it. Stop it. I think it's time to watch the party die. Street niggas and corporate guys, the rappers that report the lies. I need their families mortified. Bruh, this is what I just want to tell y'all niggas. Like, I like Kendrick as well. Don't get it twisted. But the niggas just rhyming words. Like, there ain't no, like, this whole, like, he's smarter than, there's no action to these words, my nigga. That's the difference between a nigga. That's why Kendrick is high on my MC list. In terms of artists, he ain't gonna never be over Pac. At least Pac was trying to put a little bit of action. I ain't gonna say a lot. A little bit of action to what he was saying. And he wasn't rhyming so eloquently. He was trying to put a little bit of action to it. Kendrick just rapping and disappearing. It's a David Blaine act. Like, when you start talking like this, niggas like Chief keeps saying he about to go shoot New Jersey up. He about to go, when he see JoJo, he gonna ride on him. And then you see them niggas sitting next side of, well, obviously JoJo is the C, but imagine him and one of his ops he was rapping about sitting next to each other at a award show. What the fuck? There gotta be some action behind these goddamn words. What action at? What, you beat Drake in a rap battle? That's the action? No, nigga. You rapping on some militant shit. You want niggas' head cracked? You want their families mortified? We gotta see him do it first. When Kendrick cracked the first nigga head open, we'll follow right behind. Otherwise, this is just rapid word. This is like Eminem. You know, Eminem would be like, yo, the spiritual miracle lyricals will get your body eviscerated to the minerals. Like, yeah. But you know he ain't mean that shit. He just rhyming words.
Our crash dummies crash out on us. Why we don't have no crash dummies that'll crash out for the race? Why? Because we can't imagine it. But we'll crash out on each other.
Who just said in the chat talking about act talking like a 13-year-old? So Kendrick could talk all this super militant shit that is supposedly the substance of why people like him, except there's no action towards it, and he's only instructing other people to do what he ain't gonna do. What? Are you not listening to the lyrics? He's bruh. Listen to how the niggas, y'all the same niggas that after he made a whole 3 songs saying Drake should die, he's a pedophile, he's a sick nigga, you'll be like, nah, that's just rap, man. That's just rap, man. Like, you know I seen somebody say today? It was the DeRozan thing. People like, man, y'all niggas take these raps serious. But the nigga said he's a pedophile that should die. Wait, it's Kendrick, my bad. Okay. Okay.
Each other. I don't give a damn about going to jail. Okay, if you don't give a damn, let's hunt George Zimmerman down. If you don't, why, homie? Why ain't nobody done nothing in the name of police shooters? No, nothing. Why we ain't turning up the country for a woman who was killed for calling on the Lord? She was murdered for calling on the Lord, and he said, I felt like she would go kill me when she said, rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Where are all these black churches that'll go find out where his mama live, his kids live, the police chief live, and be out there waiting to do something? Where they at? Where they at, my nigga? But we so gangster with each other. So that's why I say, this culture, don't nothing bother me about what happened to black people. Don't nothing bother me what happened to black people. They can kill an innocent old 90-year-old black woman tomorrow. I wouldn't give a damn. They could murder a 6-month-old baby in the name of a mistaken identity. They could have been looking for a 24-year-old man and came in and shot a baby. It wouldn't bother me, homie, because I know nobody's going to die for what they do to us. Nobody's going to be hurt for what they done to us. If a Mexican do something to us, we gonna let the Mexican make it, homie. Matter of fact, if we in jail and the Mexicans want to do something to me, they'll give me to the Mexicans, homie. Just to keep peace with the Mexicans. Call it politicking. So homie, they miss me with all that.
Man, and it's so fucked up because I watched the documentaries. If a white man causes
all the prison on K2 getting high.
He was raped in prison, and then
ass on that seat is on. He just sitting right there getting drunk with you. He's priming up. We're here taking that drink.
Anyway. Yeah, so I mean, shit, look at this. Y'all seen this Pitchfork article? And I know Pitchfork trash. They're trash. But they kind of seen it for what it is too. They says the more visible you get, the more your spirit is tried. This is the rapper reflects in this track. But let's read this. Pop Out Summer has lasted a little too long for Kendrick. I think it's time for me to watch a party die, you menaces, on the latest song. It released on Instagram during the VMAs. It says I think belies his conviction. Channeling the worn black Air Forces in the accompanied photo, Kendrick raps with smoldering contempt, lamenting the state of the culture. The institution he credited with killing Nipsey Hussle on The Hard Part 5 and empowering him to mollywop Drake on Euphoria. The boy and a shadow of army of influencers receive a few subliminal shots, but Kendrick is more keen to ponder than punch. The mellow instrumental laced with pillowy vocal loop, haunted. Okay, cool. It says the vision, the vision of righteousness, wrath, is a bit funny coming from next year's Super Bowl performer. That's a pretty big party, and after the open, right? Yo, I can't wait to watch a party die, but I'm performing at the biggest party, right? This is crazy. And after the open vitriol of the preceding diss track, the cryptic threats feel somewhat anticlimactic, but for better or worse, Kendrick Lamar remains rap's most compelling hypocrite. I mean, some people see him through it. You know what I mean? Still a great artist. Still, you know what I mean? Fucking amazing. But, you know, you realize, and almost every artist is like this, right? And by the way, I think there's some self-awareness too. If you listen to Kendrick's raps, there's some self-awareness too. Self-awareness, 100%.